What you've just heard is
catch me watching memes.
you have just heard Liam shoving memes down Belle's throat.
Oh, she said she has to have knee surgery. And I was like, knee surgery. She didn't know what I was talking about.
You know that meme where it's two girls and holding one girl is holding her hair and she's like pouring the milk down her mouth?
Yeah.
It's like that, but with memes.
I really felt that when I was showing you Trent Alexander-Arnold goal the other night.
Yeah.
Whilst we were walking to the toilet, I was like holding it near your face.
You were not. You were holding it like in front of him.
Yeah, it was crazy.
That's
It was crazy.
wild.
Yeah, it's
and
nuts.
what that
We're like
video,
literally walking. I was like, good. As long as you're walking, as long as you're watching, we can.
that video you just showed me of Hagrid, Hermione, and the Grinch.
The Grinch, yeah.
What is that? What people watch?
Yeah, man, you need to get TikTok. It's awesome.
You know, you've only got one life, right? That's what you're spending your life doing.
Yeah, making TikToks.
That's insane.
Getting sent to Europe and shit. It's awesome.
Nice.
No, yours. Hey, yours, great.
Nah.
I like yours, but
Well, you say you like them,
You
but-
famously don't, but that's okay.
no, I think I liked one
No,
the
no,
other
no,
day.
there
I
is-
think I liked one the other day.
Huge if true.
I can't remember if I did or not. But that is wild. Like,
Yeah, I know.
that's
I know.
just not-
It's slowly rotting away society, but I'm happy to be rotted. It's like I saw some. I was just on a classic. I mean, I should just say what's up on the podcast so we can move. But I was on this. Hey, you know. Sometimes you're just scrolling. You're like, dude, it's just giving me what I want tonight.
Algo.
Oh, bro, it was
Actually-
serving some.
Daddy Algo.
Oh, dude, it was just feeding me straight into my veins. I was losing it. And Sarah's
I
like,
had
"You
that
okay?" And then I was like
last
trying
night.
to show her, and she just. I can't. If I tried to explain them to you, just be
Yeah,
like,
no.
that doesn't sound good.
Just good gunk after good gunk.
Yeah, I was like, these keep hitting. And some of them were bad. But, like, I'm not going to interact with it.
Yep.
But I'm like, that is funny.
Yeah.
No, I had that last night, but I saved them. So then when Christian comes around on the weekend, I'm going to do what you just did to me, and I'm going to
Well,
shove it
I
in
would
his
like,
face.
maybe at the end of this podcast, Belle can show us one of
Yes.
her memes. Because
There-
I don't
I was
actually
in
know what tickles
tears.
your
I would-
fancy.
Yeah, okay. All
Okay,
right.
sweet. Well, yeah, look, it's a fun ep. As you can see by the title, we do speak to some undercover cops and people undercover in other areas. Also, we have a little listen to some of the most niche podcasts on the planet. Enjoy.
Ladies and gentlemen,
You ready?
stop what you're doing and listen.
Live across Australia. Higgins Radio. This is Ben, Liam, and Bell on Nova.
Good evening, Australia. It's a Thursday night, and we're about to take on a challenge.
Are you undercover right now? Like an undercover cop, or maybe you're undercover as a PI, or maybe you work for like an insurance company and someone's doing a dodgy at work or something, and you're undercover. You've got like a fake moustache, and you've got little holes cut in a newspaper, and you're like looking through it right now, and you're thinking, what the heck? That's me. I'm going to call.
I think we've done some hard, impossible phoners in the past, Liam, but never to this extent, because I don't know, I'm painting an obvious picture here, but if you're undercover, you wouldn't call a radio station
Maybe
to tell them.
You're on the show Undercover Boss, so you're like a big CEO, and you're spending the day with the plebs, sweeping up, and you're filming a new season of that show, and that would work. You just have to be undercover in some way, shape, or form.
Okay, I don't want to poo-poo this, but I honestly don't think anyone will call, because if you are undercover, they'll lose their job.
No, but you-
Or they could be killed.
No, no,
What if
no,
they're
no,
undercover
no.
in a mob
Well,
right now?
Don't be an idiot. Don't call through with your cover name and be like, hey, it's Tony. Like what you gotta do is you gotta say your real name, but don't give us your alias. You know what I mean?
So what are we going to talk about?
Well, just like how long you've been undercover and that sort of thing. And we won't ask you, if you're just about to crack this like international drug
You think they're gonna
conglomerate.
go,
We don't.
hang on, got to call Nova. Wait.
No, what I'm saying is we're not going to blow the op. We're not idiots, but we
Well-
just want to, you know what I mean? We want to speak to you.
This one could be extremely interesting if we get a phone call on 13 24 10. I'm going to put a big prize up for grabs to try and lure someone in. 12 months worth of KO. These are hot property. So if you're undercover and you love sport, give us a call.
You might lose your job, but hey, you got KO. And
Yeah.
that's good.
Maybe you're on that show Undercover Boss. I don't know. You have to be under some sort of cover. And don't call if you're under a veranda. That joke isn't that funny, okay? Julie in Brizzy, you're not
Yeah.
just indoors or something like that.
Well, I am indoors, so slightly undercover, but
However, I agree. Nobody's going to call you if they're a UC because if they do, technology pings where you are. You've already got my number because I've called. So
How do you know all this?
Well, because I was a UC.
You see?
Whoa, I mean, even the fact you're throwing that lingo around makes me go cop, cop, cop.
So
Cop,
you,
cop.
so you have been undercover.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Oh my
Absolutely.
God!
Julie.
But what if someone was using a series of burner phones? They could like snap the SIM and throw it into a river or something.
No one's going to absolutely risk ringing a radio station, nor would they be listening to you, by the way.
Julie.
Unless they're doing a surveillance in a combi van for 3 days. They wouldn't be listening to you. So,
Julie, I love this. It feels like we're being told off by our mum, and I love it. Julie, can you give us some examples of undercover work you did do?
well, I used to work down in Victoria on the wharf in the Painter and Docker era back in the late 80s.
Yeah, right. And so were people sort of moving, in drugs and that sort of thing, or?
Oh, yeah, big drug era with, back in the days, the Morans, Kath Pettingill, I don't know whether you're aware of those people up here.
Yeah, right.
But it was a time with the Patrick and Stevedore incident was happening at the docks in Sydney, so it was, you don't get girls undercover on the docks.
Right.
You
So
know,
what was
it's a
your...
male.
Who were you playing?
Yeah. I was playing someone that would say have a target. We would be tasking, and we'd have a target, and I would go in and make myself familiar and be one of the crew.
Whoa! Bloody hell!
Hey.
And I hope there's no one listening from the old days going, nah, damn it.
No, don't you do a big
It's
reveal?
Foxy Joe. I'll never forget that voice.
I love a serving of humble pie. Because, Liam, you said, call us right now for the impossible phoner if you're undercover. Belle and I laughed in your face, so that'll never happen.
Yeah.
We have had more than one call on this.
Yeah, Adrian in Sydney. Are you currently working undercover?
I am.
Oh, my God.
What?
For the police?
No.
Ah.
Are you a PI?
No.
Are you an Undercover Boss, the TV show?
Unfortunately not.
Okay, well, I'm sort of...
Can you tell us, can you give us any information as to what you're undercover in?
Yeah, I can't tell you the company, but I work for a large pharmaceutical company.
Yeah.
And we have a entire division that essentially is acting as doctors and patients looking for people that sell fake medicine.
Wow. I was going to say, oh, maybe we do need to call the police if you're pretending to be a doctor. I'm an undercover doctor. No, I get what you mean. So you were speaking with other people and you're sort of trying to get these fake meds off the market.
Yeah.
Surely.
So we're all ex-law enforcement. So we're all we come from some law enforcement background, but we are now, in this world where we're trying to, I guess, get falsified or substandard medicines off the street.
Wow.
Adrian, do you have to go to acting classes or anything?
It's all online, so I don't do anything in person, which is probably not as exciting as the previous caller. It's all online.
I thought you were
calls,
yeah,
but-
damn. I pictured you in a doctor's clinic being hello, I
But,
just need some
Adrian,
drugs.
I know you're doing it online, but do you still wear a Hawaiian shirt and a fake moustache?
Of course, and shorts. I work from home.
Okay, well, that's exciting. So that's the thing. You can be undercover in many different worlds. Pharmaceutical, I didn't know that was actually a thing. Caitlin in Brizzy, you're also undercover right now.
I am, yes.
Oh, my God. And what are you working for?
So it's very similar to Undercover Boss. I'm hired in through a third party to work for big corporations, mostly restaurants, to make sure their management is actually doing the right thing and following all their policies and procedures.
Right. Oh, do you do that thing where you pretend to be a customer and you then report back on their customer service and stuff?
No, so I get hired into the company. So I'm actually one of the employees at the moment working for a very well-known company, which I won't say.
Of course.
Just to make sure the managers in that particular venue are doing the correct thing, especially because they've had such a really high turnover rate.
I get you. So, just for argument's sake, right now you've got a hairnet on. Maybe you're a sandwich artist. And you might on purpose cut the tomatoes a little weird. And if Eric, the manager, gives you a spray, you'll go, okay, I'll be writing that. I'll be feeding that back to my boss, the third party. And then
Very similar, but I don't wear a hairnet.
Okay. So then
but there are sandwiches involved. Okay. Interesting.
Well, we better leave it there, Caitlin, before Liam blows your cover.
I don't want to blow it. I don't want to blow it for you.
I would say mission success. Or mission accomplished would sound better.
Yeah, probably. Mission success, that famous line.
You're listening to Young Kings, Ben and Liam. Oh, yeah, Belle's there too.
If you have the best mum, get her the best gift from Harvey Norman. Best prices guaranteed.
Mom! Mum!
Ben, Liam and Belle.
With Mum! Mama!
How well do you know your mum?
Mother.
Yep, 2 more days of this until we get to Mother's Day on Sunday. If you have the best mum, get her the best gift from Harvey Norman. Best prices guaranteed. We have got another prize to give away tonight. If you want to win, novafm.com.au.
Ellen in Adelaide, you think you've got the best mum. We're going to see how well you know her, and if you can get 5 questions right, you're going to win her a sweet prize. What's your mum's name, huh?
Linda.
Oh, okay. Well, it seems you do know your mum. All right. Well, that was my first bonus question. That was to get us into the round.
Well, I'm hoping that your mum also loves coffee, because if she wins tonight, and if you win, I guess, as well, then you'll be walking away with a coffee machine that's worth almost $2,000.
You could take the next 3 Mother's Days off from buying presents for a present that good. Okay. Well, Linda, we got well acquainted before. We've asked you some questions off air. We're going to see how well Ellen knows you. Okay. What was your mum Linda's first job?
Packing potatoes.
Jeez. How long did you do that for, Linda?
A couple of years.
Yeah, spud packing.
But packing the potatoes was 50 cents an hour job.
Wow.
That's how long ago that was.
Oh, Linda, you're not that old. We know your age. You're young.
Okay. Ellen, what's your mum's favourite takeaway?
Go Indian.
Oh, no, she said seafood.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, which is quite a fancy takeaway, to be fair.
That is a very fancy takeaway.
You're not normally getting your seafood Uber Eats.
Yeah, I mean, Barnacle Bills, I guess.
Yeah, you're a Barnacle Bills fan, Linda.
No, not
okay.
that sort of seafood.
Okay,
I'm talking about takeaway from the fisheries.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, right. Yep, good stuff.
Not really a takeaway, is it? No, sorry. No.
That's all right.
Bit of a bum steer there. Ellen, what's your mum's biggest fear?
Go heights.
Heights? Oh, she's gone snakes.
You can get tall snakes, you know.
I'm starting to wonder if you are really the daughter of...
That's okay. Look, if we've got 2 more questions remaining, so you need to get both of these still, and that's doable.
All right, here we go.
No pressure.
Would your mum know who Ariana Grande is?
No.
Well, I mean, she said she does. No.
Okay. Would we just... How about we do all or nothing? Next question. All or nothing.
I mean,
Is
so
that okay, the T's and C's?
Ellen, you have lost, but we don't want to make you look really bad in front of your mum. We like Linda. She's here. She's a nice lady. We think she deserves the coffee machine. Mm-hmm. We're going to all or nothing it on the last one, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, all right. Because so far, you know her name's Linda and she packed potatoes. So, people in the factory would know that. Okay, all right, here we go. Last question. Oh, my God. Ellen, I really hope you get this. Okay. And you can say it. Ben will have the censor button ready.
Mm-hmm.
If your mum had to use one swear word, what would it be?
Oh, shit. Has to be shit.
Well, I got to say, it was and that's how I'm feeling right now because Cooley Dooley, I don't know. I don't know if we can give it to you. I don't know.
Happy Mother's Day, Mum.
Sorry, Ellen. Sorry, Linda.
Oh, sorry, guys. Thank you so much for playing.
Looks like it's back to the Spud shed for old Linda.
No. I mean, surely there's a bit of a consolation prize we can give you.
Unfortunately not. Maybe tomorrow it'll be a double prize. We'll do the coffee machine and we'll do the Dyson air straightener. If you want to play tomorrow, make sure you register novafm.com.au. All thanks to Harvey Norman. We're doing this one more time on Nova.
The Ben, Liam and Bell podcast. It's very nice. I can't even... I think I'll leave the impressions to Liam. Oi, stop gooning. The next bit's about to start.
13 24 10. What do you wish your parents never saw? There is this photo doing the rounds at the moment of one and only Sabrina Carpenter. She's looking gorgeous at the Met Gala this week, and she's standing there with her head tilted back, her mouth wide open, tongue out, and Usher is just popping a cherry into her mouth. Yeah, it's a bit of a saucy pic, I guess. But then she has posted a screenshot of her text messages with her dad, and he's taken that photo, texted Sabrina, and wrote, weird.
He's not into it. He doesn't like how suggestive it is.
No.
But to be fair, he must not have gone to any of his daughter's shows ever.
Yeah.
Totally.
Because I don't think Usher feeding her a cherry is the most suggestive thing that Sabrina Carpenter's done on stage. And that's totally fine. That's her whole MO.
Yeah. I mean, has he not listened to her lyrics?
I know. Dad's keeping his head in the sand, I think.
Also, side note, because it's a screenshot from her phone, she does have him saved in her phone as Dada, which I find is like a little bit of an ick, but anyway.
Yeah,
totally.
No, I get
their
that.
own.
Yeah.
But yeah, so he's obviously not approving and being like, bit weird. 13 24 10. What do you wish your parents never saw? We do have prizes up for grabs. Mandy from Melbourne, good evening. What do you wish your parents never saw?
I asked my dad to get something from under my bed, and he went on the wrong side and found my BDSM kit.
Oh,
Whoa.
wow.
Not the kit.
Whoa, but Mandy, why did you ask him to do that if you knew that was under there?
Well, he went on the wrong side, and you saw everything. You saw the cuffs, the whip, the blindfold. I really wish he never saw that.
Yeah.
What is on the spot there? Did you pivot and try and say it's for a costume party or something? What did you say?
Well, I didn't realize he saw it until later, until he left it out, sitting out, and I kicked him in the eye.
Yeah, well,
Really
I mean, Ben was sort of hit the nail on the head there. I think if you said costume party, you'd be like, I'm coming as a medieval executioner or something like that to a Halloween party, you'd be like, oh, totally fine, I get it.
But you know what? To be honest, if he put it out and he knows what it is, then you're both in the same boat. Like, he knows what it is. You've got it.
I think everyone knows what it is.
Here.
You just don't want to, you know what I mean? You don't want to see your kid having that.
Worst case scenario, you check it's not there anymore because he's borrowed it. He's got a date night with mum.
Yep. 13 24 10.
No.
What do you wish your parents never saw? Maybe it was something like that. Maybe it was something in your camera roll they accidentally saw. Maybe it was your search history, or maybe your saucy messages with your partner. Any of these.
Mandy, for being our first caller, I'm going to give you a $100 gift card.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you.
No worries at all. It's up to like 60 shops, I believe this works for. So maybe there's some costume stuff in there for you.
Costume.
Gimps are us.
If you want one, 13 24 10 is our number. Say thank you to Mum this Mother's Day with a $100 ultimate one for all gift card from BHN. Check them out at ultimategiftcards.com.au. 13 24 10 is our number.
Daniela in Sydney, good evening. What do you wish your parents never saw?
Hi, guys. 23 years ago, my mum walked in on me and my husband doing the deed. But the twist is 9 months later, I had a baby.
Oh, there you go. So she was there to witness the conversation.
Wow, yeah, I think so, yeah.
Yep. Saw your grandchild being conceived.
Wow. It's kind of beautiful, I guess.
Yeah, man. It's all in.
Daniela, thank you so much. Lily in Melbourne, good evening. What do you wish your parents never saw?
Well, mine's probably a bit tamer, but I wish my parents never saw all my test results because they both worked at my school.
Oh, that's
Ah.
I mean, surely your parents get your test results anyway, right? I
no,
mean,
but within the rank of the whole class. So
Yeah,
you go, oh, we all did pretty bad. And they go, oh, I don't think so.
yeah, no, I get you. Yeah, they're looking at the whole thing. They're going,
Yeah.
well, actually, I've got all the data here from the last 13 years, and you suck right
Lily-
now, Lily. You need to lift your socks.
I'm your teacher, and you've wagged 90% of your lessons.
You were smoking in maths yesterday, okay? You can't bullshit me here.
That bit was Baby Gronk approved.
Great news, Ben and Belle. We could be eligible for a Golden Globe because they're bringing them in for podcasts.
Nice.
So we could put them against our slew of Australian commercial radio awards.
Yeah.
Get a new cabinet, am I right?
Our slew.
We've got 3, but it's not bad for spending 13 years in the industry or something like that.
If you would like to hear our award-winning to-be podcast, see what I did there?
Yeah.
Just search Ben Lehman Bell.
Yep. And it's great news, not just for us, but for everyone, because every Tom, Dick, and Harry has a podcast.
Yeah.
And that's why I wanted to play this game. Is it a podcast? There seems to be podcasts on absolutely everything. Okay. First one, Shazam. A professional magician talks about the frustrations of women in magic not being taken seriously.
Well, don't look at me, Ben.
Does anyone in magic get taken seriously? That's my question.
Well, I would say that is, and it
Do you
could be a
think?
real problem.
Shazam? All right.
It's a great title, actually.
Well, it actually is a real podcast. And the great bit about this game is all the real ones, I have got bits of audio. So let's have a listen.
If you look at the lineup of conventions, there are magicians on there that no one's heard of. They're the up-and-comer, or they're from a different country, or whatever, and we've never heard of them. And people still aren't talking about them. Like, they didn't win FISM. They just performed, and then nobody remembers that they were there because they were paying attention to the draws.
Didn't even win FISM, you know. And that's the thing. Apart from Chris Angel Mind Freak and Constantino.
David Blaine.
These
are all men.
They're all men that you are.
You know what?
Go on, Belle. Name your favourite female magician.
I'm not really into magic.
Well, do your bit. Do your bit for because they're out here performing every night. We haven't named them yet.
That's
Go
a
and
great
support.
topic.
Go and support your local female magician.
Okay.
Yes.
Yep. And download Shazam wherever you get your podcast. Okay. What about Southpaws? A podcast for the furry community to keep them up to date with all the upcoming furry conventions.
Definitely real.
Yeah.
I mean, it is real. You're right.
Like,
Yeah.
I made it up to the Wizard Tower once because, like, the Fat Furs were going to try to do a Magic the Gathering thing, but, like, I never actually got to play Magic the Gathering because the people I with were playing Digimon.
Oh, okay, so...
I literally feels like I've just started listening to you guys talking in that podcast. That is like
I think
a
we're a
conversation
little bit
between
cooler
the two
than
of you.
that.
No, that is 100%. Like, if you listen to our off-air podcast, that's what it
All
sounds
right.
like with the boys.
All right, champ. What about hidden Mickeys?
What is that about?
It's Disney adults carry a nat, and they explore hidden details and secrets within the Disney parks and films.
It doesn't need to exist, but I'm sure it
It
does.
is real.
It is real.
And you're getting poisoned by radiation. But that's for a different
Oh, no.
podcast. That is radiation podcast, Bluetooth radiation. You're microwaving your brain. You are microwaving your brain.
No,
You should
no,
use wired
too many
headphones.
jobs. Too
5G
many jobs to
kills
do
it
at
is.
once.
Ding, ding, ding.
If someone just turned their radio on in that point, they'd be like, what is going on?
Okay, true crime in 5 minutes. An Australian radio host tells true crime stories in 5 minutes, but they always run over time.
I think that's true.
Yeah, that's Belle's podcast. So we do that every Sunday. Yep, you can have a listen.
Explains a true crime podcast she listened to, but she refines it into about 5 minutes.
I don't often talk about shootings, but today we're only going back to 2020, a few years ago, and a shooting in Texas, America.
Bit of it there.
Sounds great to me.
Yeah, it's worth.
You know what?
It is worth checking
If
out.
you
actually.
love true crime and you don't have time, then put this in your ears.
Okay, last one. Is this a podcast? The Pen Addict. A podcast dedicated to the world of pens, notebooks, and paper, where the hosts delve deep into the nuances of stationery.
Really?
Is it a sleeping app?
I mean, am I making up?
I think it's true.
I'd love it if it was true.
It is actually true. Yes.
Relay, this is the Pen Addict, episode 662. I'm the returning Pen Daddy, Mike Hurley, and I'm joined by the OG Pen Daddy, Brad Dowdy. Hi, Brad.
Pen Daddy's in the house. Let's go. Mike Hurley is back. Let's go.
600 plus episodes.
What do they talk about?
Well, I'd imagine the episode with the clicker pen would have been electric. So I don't know where in the 600 they got to that, but please, someone send me that.
W's in the chat for this pod.
13, 24, 10. We are going to look for Australia's worst boss. You may have seen this news story doing the rounds of Doechii this week. She's in hot water at the moment because the Met Gala earlier this week, she was the one that came out in the box, I guess you could call it, and she had the curtains around her and she had the umbrellas on top of her. But then, like 2 days after the Met Gala, this video got released of her yelling at all of her employees.
Give me another, no, stop. Give me another umbrella now. Another one right there. And another one.
And another
Need another one.
Another umbrella. Is that someone mocking her?
Yeah, that in the middle. Yes.
And another one.
And another one.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then fair game. No! I need another umbrella now!
And it's like, I don't like laughing at people. I really don't. But she then does the big reveal at the Met, and her outfit is not a game changer.
Shots fired. Shots fired.
And
All
so-
units, Clarendon Street.
But honestly, there were people there in more sophisticated outfits than hers, and she's like, big reveal. You can hear in that audio, she's freaking out, no one can see my outfit. But mate,
You thought she looked trash.
no, I didn't. No, I just think she looked amazing, but I wouldn't think it's wheel me out with umbrellas.
I
On top
get
of
it.
me
And
worthy.
I like Doechii's music.
I love Doechii.
I'm seeing her this year, actually.
Oh yeah, you are.
Yeah. And now it's made me go,
Yeah.
it sort of turns you off people a little bit.
And
Who's the just thinking of outfits? Is it Heidi Klum who comes as a big slug and
Yeah,
different
Halloween.
Oh, she does. Oh, I thought that was the Met Gala.
No, that's her Halloween every
Oh,
year.
I thought she came as a big slug to the Met Gala. I've got my wires crossed there. Because I appreciate that, something really weird. You know what I mean?
No, she does that for Halloween every
Like the
year.
end of the substance, you rock up looking like that.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. Well, so with Doechii, so she hasn't even done a big formal apology as well for her employees. So everyone's sending that audio and video around, and she just posted on her Insta story being like, "Oh, can't a girl have an umbrella? Ha ha ha!" And then just said, "Oh, but anyway, my team did great," and that was it.
Yeah.
And so 13, 24, 10. Did you have Australia's worst boss? We are on the hunt. Kelly has already given us a buzz. Do you think you had the worst boss?
Okay, so worse in some really bad ways. You never kind of knew what you were getting. So I worked for about 6 years for a really well-named bikie. So he was just raging one day, super nice the next. And I got an appointment wrong one day. He threw a coffee cup at my head and it just smashed on the wall. And he would call you every name under the book. And then next day he might rock up to work and be like, here's some money, we're going to go travelling, and I'd meet celebrities. So it was, I stayed around for a while because the perks were really good. But yeah, just an insane person to be around.
Best celeb you ever met?
Kat Von D.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. She tattooed him, so I kind of got to be in the room. So that was really cool.
Yeah, I mean, that's such a shame. Though it sounds so out of character for a big bikie guy to be angry.
Yes.
I don't know. You wouldn't have seen that coming when you took the job, I suppose.
Thank you very much, Kelly. 13 24 10 is our number here at Nova. We want to know, did you or even do you have Australia's worst boss? You can remain anonymous, and if you get involved and we love your call, you will be rewarded with prizes.
Trina, good evening. Do you have Australia's worst boss?
Oh, I did. My God. He used to call us into his office whenever he was ready to let one rip. And would just call you in as you walked past and say, "Oh, can you just come in for a minute?" And you'd go in and he'd watch you squirm as he did the most vile things.
What?
And you just sort of sit there going, "Okay, and what did you actually want to speak to me about?"
Oh,
and
what a
watch you
waste.
Squirm.
That is a waste of time and space.
He wouldn't let you leave the room until you guess what he had for dinner last night.
Trina, come in here. It's time for your performance review. You can leave now.
It's just, wow.
Was it the
Trina,
strong
I apologise.
Was it the strong enough, sir? Got it in one, Trina. A finely tuned nose.
It's the Liam, Ben and Bell podcast. Liam owes me $50 for saying that.
And that's the end of the pod. Belle said she was going to get one of her memes up for us at the start. I don't know if you remember that.
Choose which one. They're so funny. Okay, I think you would appreciate this. And the audio doesn't... It's good, but the visual's better.
Okay.
I can't see it though. You got to show me too. What are you doing? No, hold it up to your mic. What are you doing? No one can hear that though, Belle.
Yeah, that's... you know. So I know you don't like my stuff, but I mean, if that's the stuff that you like, then I'm sort of... Okay.
Where did the trash go? I don't know. I thought you were going to take it out. Well, it was just here a minute ago. Well, it's not like it just grew legs and walked away. Who is that?
That's way better. Yeah, I do it. That is pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty good. First one.
I don't know. I think I was a bit delirious when I watched that first one. I was like in bed, like in tears of laughter. But it's not like it grew legs, and then there's a girl with. It's.
I wonder because Christian's a sweet guy. I wonder if you show him that, he'll be
No.
It's really funny, Bill.
He'll sit there and look at me and go, "What is this?" But then he'll show me stupid like workout, like how to do a deadlift properly and shit. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
everyone's got a different,
algorithm. Yes.
Well, that's it. That's it.
And a tickle for your brain.
I didn't see it, so I don't know.
Yeah, Ben.
Do you want to see the Ben? I'll show
You
you
didn't miss
the
out
Ben
on
one.
much, bro.
No, I don't want to watch it. I don't want to watch it. Get it away. Get it away. I don't want to watch it. I don't want to watch it.
It's just there's girls saying it's not like it grew legs and went away for the bin,
Right.
Which is what people say, like, oh, it's not just the bin's not gonna grow legs and
You're giving off
take
Liam
itself
energy.
out. And then then there's a knock at the door, and then they go, "Who's that?" And they open the door, and then there's a girl who's clearly put herself in a bin bag but stuck her legs out. And she comes
Fun. It's fun. Look, I think we need to wrap this up because I've got about 10 videos I need to show you before you try and get out the door. So, see you, everyone.
You can't run away if I'm walking with you.
No.
And that's it. Liked that podcast? There's heaps more to listen to if you just scroll back or download the Nova Player app.
Ben, Liam, and Bell.